What is up, guys, and welcome to this week's video on the cut, shredding for summer. Gave myself 3 months to slowly and steadily lose about 16 pounds to get ready for summer. So anyway, this is I think my third video on this series. Last weekend we took off to New York City, and I definitely did not track, so I'm sure that the weight, I didn't even weigh myself when I got back. I just got right back on track during the week. So I'm trying to be really good during the week. The weekends I'm a little bit looser, but it's about time to start dialing that in. So today, full day of eating keto. We are dialed in. And yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Again, New York City was a great time. If you haven't checked out that video, please do. It's just a quick, I think 4-minute video montage of us and all the things we did in New York City for our quick little visit for our anniversary at my brother-in-law's. So anyway, started today off with some fasted exercise. I did back and biceps with sprinkled a little bit of core in there. Basically, what I did is pull-ups, body weight. I picked 3 exercises, so wide grip, close grip, and reverse grip, and I did 3 sets of each for those. I then did some leg lifts for core, and then went down to the basement and did some bicep curls and did some hammer curls as well. That finished up the resistance training for the day, and then I immediately jumped on the spin bike. All I've had today was electrolytes and black coffee, so I'm still fasted, about to break my fast. It is currently noon time, so we are gonna go in and make our first meal of the day, and yeah, see what we're eating during this shredding series, trying to lose some weight for summer. Meal number 1, here we go. Breakfast is served. What we have here is our high protein French toast with our keto bread, 1 serving of Ready Whip, 1 serving of sugar-free log cabin maple syrup. In this recipe here, we have 288 calories coming from 20 grams of carbs, 14 net carbs because that bread does have a lot of high fiber, which is why it's keto friendly. This is gonna be a higher carb meal for me since it's post-workout. Anyway, that's what the carb count is, 20 total, 14 net. Then we have 11 grams of fat, followed by 28 grams of protein. Great first meal of the day. Time to head to the grocery store to pick up some supplies for today's full day of eating. From our grocery haul, I'm going to have a little snack. My mom actually made me these deviled eggs, so they're left over from yesterday. So I'm going to have 4 of these and track them. So these are 4 halves, so it'd be 2 whole eggs. I'm gonna include the mayo and all that good stuff in there for our full day of eating. So a little snack after getting back from groceries, and then we'll get on to the next meal. Okay, what we have here, it is dinner time. We're gonna pound out these center cut pork chops. I wanna pound them out nice and thin, and then we'll put them in a dredge of our pork rinds, and then I will also do breadcrumbs for the rest of the family because they don't want pork rinds. You don't want pork rinds? Do you want pork rinds?
No. Hit the meat!
Pork is pounded nice and thin. We've got our egg wash, and then 1/2 ounce of chicharrones. That's what I'm gonna use on mine. Probably just put it on one side. I don't know if it's enough to do two. Could do a full ounce, but it's high in calories. You're looking at 80 calories per half of an ounce. So I don't wanna bring the calories up too much. And then for the rest of the fam, they're just using regular breadcrumbs, but I'm keeping my carbs low today. All right, we got the family's pork chops in there on the bottom rack. I'm gonna throw in my two with the chicharrones on the top rack. I did spray all of them with a little bit of olive oil cooking spray so the breadcrumbs don't fly all around. All right, here we go. 380 for about 14 minutes, flipping halfway.
Gonna be yummy.
On the side for myself, I'm gonna do this mashed cauliflower that we picked up at the store today, along with some mixed veggies. Dinner is served. What we have here is our two beautiful pork chops. So we got about 8 ounces of pork. We've got some horseradish. What do you guys like to have on your pork? I love horseradish and mustard sometimes. And then we have one serving, which is a half a cup of our cauliflower mash. We cheated and went with the Green Giant. 85 grams of mixed veg too. Macros for dinner are 578 calories. You're looking at only 17 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fat, and a whopping 58 grams of protein.
Now let's eat. Yeah.
Correction on the macros on the dinner. I had to reweigh the pork because I thought I had measured it out and I did not. Anyway, it ended up being 10 ounces of pork, which made that 673 calories for the whole meal. Still 17 carb, 35 fat, and 69 grams of protein. So it brought the fats and the proteins up a little bit, but we are looking good.
Time for the first bite.
Chase and his taste test. Is that good? I think it's because you pounded out that meat, made it nice and tender. That's what we like. All right, Daddy's turn. I put some
breadcrumbs.
You have the breadcrumbs.
The olive oil really gives us some taste.
You like that? That's a good description. I got some horseradish on my bite. Oh yeah, super juicy, air fryer all the way.
Delicious.
For dessert, we are going to make this keto protein brownie. Check it out. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of baking cocoa because I ran out of protein chocolate powder, chocolate protein powder, but I've got this salted caramel, which is fantastic. We're going to use 2 packets of stevia to sweeten it up a little bit, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, this 20-gram protein Oikos Greek yogurt we're going to put in there as like our liquid almost, maybe a little bit of water if we need to make it more like a pancake batter, and then 1 tablespoon of dark chocolate. You can go with sugar-free and it'll be even better. Mix that all up and we're going to air fry it. Now that our mixture is complete, it'll look like this. You actually didn't need any water at all. You want it almost like a pancake batter. I'm going to pour it into this, I did spray this with some non-stick, so we're now gonna pour the mixture all in there, and then we're gonna top off with our made out 1 tablespoon of dark chocolate chips, or equals 14 grams. So I measured it out on the scale. So I'm gonna top it off with that and then stick it in the air fryer on 380 for about 14 to 18 minutes. Check it with a fork to see when it's done. Air fryer is set at 280 degrees and we're going to cook it for about 18 minutes. Check it with a toothpick and make sure that it's not wet. Make sure it's cooked all the way through. So that's how we're gonna check it. So I'm guessing, this is not my first time doing this. I've done this before, but around 18 minutes. We'll see. I'll make a correction after this if it is wrong. Final results took 14 minutes on 280 degrees. We'll let that cool off for a good 10 minutes before we eat this giant beast. Here you have it for this entire gigantic brownie. Now, you don't have to eat the whole thing in one sitting. You could do this in halves or quarters, whatever, but I have enough calories and macros left to eat this entire thing. We are looking at 358 calories, 20 grams of carbs, only 11 fat, but 47, a whopping 47 grams of protein. Let's give this bad boy a try. Look at that in the middle. There, look at that in the middle. Pretty good, pretty good. Every time I make this recipe, it gets slightly better each time. I've tried it with pumpkin. The carbs are a little bit too high, but on a high carb day, that works really good. It's a little bit more moist if you use pumpkin or banana, but of course the carb is going to be higher. Anyway, I've been just trying these out. Give this one a try. I might dip it in some sugar-free maple syrup. Alright, that is going to wrap up the day, the full day of eating. If I'm going to be 100% honest, I'm going to give that protein brownie about a 5 out of 10. It was definitely better with some sugar-free syrup, but I need to work on that recipe. Comment below, let me know if you have some good protein brownie recipes. So, calories for the day are...
Like the video.
Oh, yeah, Chase says.
And subscribe and hit the bell button so you get a notification whenever we post a new video.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Good thing I have my YouTube support group. Alright, so we are looking at 1,500 calories for the day, coming from 70 grams of fat, 59 grams of carb, minus about 20 of fiber and sugar alcohol, so we're more in the 40s for our net carbs, but anyway, 60 total carb for the day, and a whopping 156 grams of protein. I shoot for at least 140 grams, so we went over and we are good at 1,500 calories. Since that brownie recipe was not the greatest, I just want to give you guys some real quick options in a pinch if you don't want to make anything. I like these Quest protein cookies, 15 grams of protein. These Power Crunch are amazing. I bring them to work a lot of times. 13 grams of protein, and then sometimes just for some fun, some no sugar added vanilla Klondike bar. You can add this into your diet and keep, I think there's only like 10 or 11 net carbs, so you can definitely have this as a little keto friendly treat once in a while. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, consistency is the king, and always remember to rock and roll!
Salad, eat it.
You made me a salad?
Eat it!
Thanks, dude.